I didn't want to have a side when it came to cycling, okay? And I still don't want to, because it's your decision, okay? Now, I don't know what you guys have been reading in message boards and stuff, but I've also been reading in message boards that cycling is not working for people. So we can't really say that cycling is going to work for everybody. If I were to recommend cycling in any way to any of the people that I'm helping out, I would only recommend it to people who have only a little bit to lose, like 20 pounds, for example, because it's really, really hard to go through, to diet for that long. I went through some major burnout in this past 2 weeks, and I've been trying to collect information here and there from different sources. And I think that probably was part of the reason why I was feeling pretty shitty after. And because I don't really think it was oh, I'm not losing weight anymore. You know, I was not upset about that at all. It's just the fact that I was getting off the toxin release stage. So I got to tell you, after starting Pro Tandem, this antioxidant thing, I'm starting to feel it kick in. It was very, how should I say this? It was very peaceful this morning on my morning routine. My morning routine is usually pretty crazy. I'm constantly yelling at my kids in the morning to like pretty much move their asses so we can get out the door and get to school in time. But this morning, I didn't wake up any earlier than usual. I cooked a complete breakfast for my kids because I'm trying to get them off sugar. So I cooked for them, you know, sausages, organic sausages, and egg and pancakes. So, you know, you would think, oh my gosh, I still have to make lunch and all this, and I would be stressed. And I really wasn't stressed. I even made them like fancy sandwiches, you know. I'm not taking them completely off starch because they're kids and they can, you know, they can stand for a little starch. So I made them these croissant chicken sandwiches with cheese, and I was just kind of proud of myself because by the time I got to the car, we were still 3 minutes earlier than when we usually leave. So that was like a breakthrough. I mean, a breakthrough for me. If you know how I am, I'm pretty much I work great in the clutch kind of person, and that worked really well for me, and I was in peace. And I feel like I'm in peace right now. Even after reading all those comments, you would think I'd be all riled up and wanting to be argumentative and all that, and I really wasn't. I did feel like I had to do this vlog, though, to kind of remind people that I did have a struggle during my round, and whether I showed, you know, frustration or anything, because I know I didn't really show that much frustration, I still didn't do as well as some other people do. I think some other people who do get frustrated from this would be very frustrated if they only lost 2 pounds in 7 days, and if they only lost 5 pounds in 20 days. I'm not an advocate of cycling full on unless if you're only doing it to lose about 20 pounds, because I don't think you're mentally, the body is just not mentally capable of dieting strict. Now, HCG is strict, okay? If we were doing like a Weight Watchers diet or something, it's not as critical to be strict because, sorry, the phone, let's wait till that passes. Anyways, it's not as critical to stay strict every single day because you're not on this medication, like you're not on HCG, where HCG like accelerates fat storage. You know, like if you went past the points or something on your Weight Watchers chart, you're not going to gain 5 pounds the next day, unless you gorged, of course, you know. But on HCG, you possibly can, because you're being helped by a substance. I hate to call it that, but it is. I mean, you're juiced up pretty much, you know. So to be on a strict diet for longer than 2 or 3 cycles. I don't think it's a good idea. There is one HCGer who I've been communicating with, and she doesn't want me to tell you her name, but she's stopped HCG completely because it put her in a mental depressive state. Not a major one, but enough to bother her and to scare her. So, we need to really listen to our bodies when it comes to that. And she's over it now, so she's okay. But if you don't even want to go through that, then, listen to your body and stop, basically. And I just think that if you're cycling, you're more apt to experiencing that, what she had experienced. So I'm not putting down cycling. Like I said, if you have 20 pounds or less to lose, I say go for it. I don't know, maybe even 25 pounds, depending on how fast you lose. But if you plan to cycle for more than 3 cycles, I'd be weary. I would do, like Chris, for example, she's cycling, but after she does this next cycle, she's actually taking the allotted time off. And I think that's very smart of you, Chris, because the last thing I want for you is to have you go nuts, or go into any depressive state, especially since you're moving, because that's a very, very stressful, one of the most stressful things you could do in your life. And you're moving out of state, in a pretty far state, it's not like the neighboring state. So you're doing the right thing, and I'm glad you're doing that. So for anybody else who's planning to cycle, evaluate what's going to happen to you in the next 3 months. I don't know why we're like this. I don't know why humans or Americans, I don't know if it's an American thing. It's like we want things now. We're so impatient, like we already have HCG. HCG is allowing us to lose weight faster than any other diet. And we still want it even sooner than that. What has become of our race? Step back and enjoy the fruits of your labor in any part of your life. Like you lost 30 pounds on your first round. Take 6 weeks off to enjoy it, and then come back, or at least 3 weeks off to stabilize and enjoy the fact that you had just lost an incredible amount of weight and you only have more to lose. How awesome is that? I'm passionate about it because I just want everybody to succeed. And really, have you seen people successful in cycling for over a year? Because I don't even think cycling's been around for that long. Have you seen these people? Talking to Del Mem, I've learned a lot of things, that things are not always what they seem. You got people out there advertising diets. Oh, look at how slim I got. And hello, we just found out that you never were even on a diet and you've been skinny all your life. Like, how fucked up is that? I don't even want to say I'm successful on it yet, because not enough time has gone by. Hopefully you think a lot. I want this subject closed, okay? That's the reason, I guess, why I'm vlogging. Make your decision and make sure it's informed. I'm just worried. I'm just worried. That's it. I can't worry about everybody. I'm just gonna worry about, I guess, my family and my good friends from this day on, because I really don't know what anybody else is doing anymore. I can't help if people are going off on a tangent. So anyways, I will talk at you guys next time. I love you guys. Stabilize, release. Peace.